Hey guys, so we're back. This is going to be the seed round. I'm going to show you guys how to get free, if not stupid cheap seeds. So we're going to go ahead and start with our packets. So it's actually not common knowledge, and I'm missing about 15 packets because I already started my seeds for this season. Um, Check this out. These guys, these were free. Free. The low price of free. That's what we love around here. The low price of free. These guys expired in December of 21. There's a sell by date. You can see it. So basically what that means is it's germination rate. And you can always check germination rate of your own seeds. Remember when we were kids in school, we had a wet paper towel and a Ziploc bag, and we put the seeds in and we watched them root. That's exactly what you'll be doing. It's called the paper towel method. But you throw in a bunch of seeds, 10, 20, 100 seeds, doesn't matter. If 50% of them germinate, that means you have a 50% germination rate. If 75% germinate, that means you have a 75% germination rate. That's what a manufacturer does, but they generally want to hit 70 to 100%, somewhere in there. But they'll generally cap about 90, 95% germination rate because there are going to be duds. Things happen. This is Mother Nature. You can't tell it what to do. So when they hit their expiration date, the manufacturer can no longer guarantee the germination rate. It doesn't mean these seeds are bad. It's probably around a 50 percentile. So for someone like me, that just means I'm going to plant double. It's not going to harm me. Instead of putting 2 seeds in a pod, you put 4 seeds in a pod. You know, you're still going to get it, and it's free. I mean, you can't beat free. So I mean, I have all kinds of stuff here, and you can pretty much go to any garden market. Walmart, HEB, they don't really do it, but garden markets, they can't sell an expired seed. So I went in about January, like the very end of December, beginning of January, and they had a box, free seeds. Stay on top of it, and you will win. Now we also have in my house a seed hoarding habit, so to speak. So I also have some of my own seeds. These are going to be some chili peppers. Um, we also have like some moringa plant seeds that we did purchase. I think we probably spent $20-$30 in seeds this last season, but we ordered them back in November. Generally, it's by season. So if you buy things out of season, a lot of times you can get an amazing discount, paying pennies on the dollar what you normally would. Um, you can see I got some herbs here. We'd also got these for free. Um, I also have friends who grow, so it's good to have like a little bit of a growing community because these friends, we help each other out. So I'm not the only one saving seeds. Let's see if I can find some in here. Here's some. I got some cantaloupes from another growing buddy of mine. We garden, just do gardening together, kind of thing. Help each other out. Let's see. We got some more bell peppers here. You know, just we save a little bit of everything because you never know if you're gonna miss that genetic. Um, since a lot of the seeds that we buy are actually from out of state, that means, take these for example. I got these with some little grow kits someone was throwing out. These are just some basil. These are set up for hydroponics, but joke's on you because these are the same basil plants that I have in the greenhouse that I showed you guys in the last video. So go ahead and check that out if you have any questions on that. But back to what I was saying is that these are bred to be hydroponic, which means you have to breed them again. They need to spend a year or two in soil before you start to collect the seeds, because those genetics are going to be handier and do better in soil. Versus this would obviously do better in a hydroponic or aquaponic setting. Something with really, the roots are going to be really wet, and they're going to have to kind of supply their own oxygen. Not exactly, but basically they're not going to complain as much. Would be a better, yeah. So just seed preservation, guys. And like I said, this isn't all I have. This is just my little seed bank here. I'm constantly getting new seeds, and I also mix my seeds. So if I have the same strain, so we'll say bell peppers, for example. I did it this year with bell peppers, cantaloupe, and chili piquin. So I'll get seeds, either my own seeds or from a friend or anything, and I will mix them because it is very important to keep a very broad range of genetics available. You don't want a whole lot of inbred plants. You'll start to have a whole lot of diseases, a whole lot of deficiencies. The plants just won't do that well. Maybe they'll die after a month just naturally because they can't sustain life. Maybe they're they're going to have more pests and just more complications in general. Now, that's not going to be all the time. Things happen and things sometimes don't happen. So it's up to you as a grower to determine, what's going to be a positive genetic, and that's going to be through time and experience. And also, we're going to be showing you here on this channel. So just learn to spend some time with your plants. And for those of you who are worried about it, know that I believe strongly in automation. Because there was some financial input on my part, but not all the way. I make my own soil, which I can do that in a later video. But just know that it's up to you. The limitation is your imagination or your creativity. I did spend some time, doing this stuff. So if you're ever wondering, it's like, oh, well, I can't just find everything that you were talking about. Find your own version. Just because I use these, you don't have to use these. You don't have to get them from a food store. As long as you have something that you can plant in. So another good option for your seeds, which I have some down here. These, wonderful. Like, this is just a broken one, and I'll still probably use it. Like, it's not very good. But it doesn't matter. It's just gonna hold seeds. I've planted and stuff like this. Just pop some holes. If you're a coffee drinker like me, I actually went to our local coffee shop, and they let me take their trash for free. They're gonna throw it out. They don't care what you do with their trash, as long as they don't have to see it anymore, because it helps them out. They don't have as much. So I collect coffee grains, the old coffee grinds. They just dump them out back. So I go with the shovel and I fill up and I bring those home. I also have some composting and stuff that I do. Again, all of this can be covered in a later video, but really it boils down to how creative can you get? How much time are you willing to spend? Because if you're not going to want to spend cash, you're going to have to spend time. And it may not be just monitoring your plants every day. It may be doing something, preserving something or processing something so it's usable to you. A good example of that is tea. So anyone that saw my first video, it was a little weird, but it wasn't the best quality. I told you I used the egg cartons here and tea bags. So I actually got the really big tea bags from the fast food place. I emptied them all out, and I kind of washed them, dried them out really good. Like I'd set them in a bucket in the sun and just dried them. Let's see. I'll see if I can show you guys. And boom. Yeah, you can see some of the old ones there that just dried out. Just as dried out as I could get them. And then I kept these because anyone that has been spending some time growing, you've heard of earth bags, fabric pots, smart pots, all of that. They're basically the same concept. They're this. It's kind of like the outside of a Jiffy pot. It's just fabric. There's nothing crazy. It's just fabric with dirt. Dirt. So, what I figured out was, with those fabric pots, you can't plant them in the ground. I mean, you can, but it's fabric, so it's not going to just degrade, it's not as readily biodegradable. So it can cause complications, and we also disc our garden still. It's because I grow in a new area. We have sand, so I have to grow in a new area every year. That way I don't have too much of a soil buildup in just one place. These are made out of paper, guys. It's basically paper. You kind of see on the edge there. That's biodegradable. That means I can take that whole sucker, have a grow bag, an earth bag, a fabric pot, all which are 25 cents a pot, and we're free to me. Uh, oh snap! And I get to just throw it right in the ground. Sorry about that, guys. A buddy of mine